Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Jitsuko Toshiro. If you're new to the channel and you subscribe, you enter a chance to win $100 in USDT. Here is my tag on YouTube and Twitter, and you could always follow me on Twitter, where I give live updates regarding price action and my opinion on recent price action moves. So let's go ahead and get started with the charts. The first one we're going to start with is Bitcoin, as usual. And as you can see, we started today off with a pretty high amount of selling. And I think that's normal on a Monday, especially because we're about to hit year end. One of the things that I've been talking about on this channel is this bull flag that we've created recently. So as you can see here, we had a nice green candle, and then we had a 90-degree turn here, and we had a nice bull flag. This morning, though, we started it off with a huge sell-off. One of the things with these sell-offs is you have to always be aware that we're on the daily time frame, and the daily has some time to close. We still have 4 hours. And basically, if it doesn't close below this line right here, then the bull flag is still intact. So if you are a bull and you want to see price action go up, you want this candle to close above this line. Now, where are we headed? So this flag is actually maturing. And there's two possibilities here. So if this flag breaks down, what I think will happen is we'll retest the bottom of the flag, and then we'll break below these lows, and then basically we'll retest these lows right here. This is a good buy opportunity. This is a good area to long. You're longing in really strong support, and you might be able to flip a bounce. Now, if this wicks up and basically we get the daily close, if we get a daily close in this bull flag and it remains intact, then I believe that we'll retest the top of the flag, and then we'll finally break out and hit that 17.5 area. The 17.5 area is a key area of resistance that I think that you can basically short. Now here's the thing with the 17.5 area. Let me show you guys something very interesting. So we have this new descending resistance, and then we also have confluence with our price action. So if we break above this bull flag, we can retest and then test this area, and this is going to be a good area of resistance and basically a good area to short. So this is my ideal scenario for Bitcoin. I do expect new lows next year, and I do expect a bearish week. So I think this is the beginning of the end, but we just got to be patient. If you're not in a position, it's not worth getting in a position yet. I would recommend we just wait. Now let's take a look at Ethereum, and you have the same scenario. So let's establish our support and our resistance, and this is the daily time frame. Ethereum's bull flag actually looked a lot better than Bitcoin's. So as you can see here, Ethereum looked great. Let me show you guys what the bull flag looks like. So if we zoom in, we have this nice strong candle, and we have about a 90-degree angle on these candles. But the thing is, we broke down out of the bodies of this candle. If we get a daily close below this line, basically the bull flag is no longer intact, and we got a reversal on the structure. And that's why I recommend sitting on your hands, because it just doesn't look good. And so if the daily closes below that line, we're pretty much headed to lower lows. We will test this support here, and if this support doesn't hold, then we're going all the way down to 1K again. 1K is a logical area to buy, but I will advise that it could just crash down past 1K, or it could wick really low underneath 1K. And so it's always important to keep your eyes on the target. So if we close below this 1K area, we're probably headed down lower to maybe even $600. But this is a very strong area of support. It's been tested multiple times, and it's held really well. So it's just a matter of time before it breaks. I believe we're headed to 600. I just can't really tell when. And if you're just actively trading on the chops, then it's fine. You long it, You get stopped out, it's okay. You can't win them all. Now, let's see if this bull flag actually closes above the, let's say the bull flag wicks today. The bull flag comes up. This candle is actually a bullish candle. We break out. Our next target on our highs is basically the same as Bitcoin, so we can draw that descending resistance. And we don't really have much more higher to go on Ethereum. So I think we're actually really, really close. We might not even touch it, but I don't think we're going to touch this line. I don't think we're going to break out. I think we're now headed down. But, you know, you never know. It could wake up and then come down. But it's looking really bearish, especially if it closes like this. Now, this is the trade I am in. This is the BNB trade. There's one thing I wanted to show you that I thought was really interesting. And this is on the weekly time frame. And a chart can't get any more bearish than this, unfortunately. So if you look here, we have this huge descending triangle, right? We have this nice area of support. And this is a descending triangle that's taken almost a year to make. And we've basically played this whole entire chop, and it's making a fat M. It's looking really bearish. And I think that now that we're towards the end of the structure, it's going to start testing these lows. So I think we're going to actually get below these 220 levels. We're going to wick below and maybe test it a bit. And then we're going to, you know, test those $40 lows eventually. So this is going to be a massive move. It's just a matter of time, and it's brewing. I'm not saying that Binance is insolvent, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is it's a very bearish structure that's just waiting to just pop. Now, it only takes a few things to go down, like Bitcoin stocks, and all the alts will follow. So I'm not really worried that Binance is or isn't insolvent. I'm just trading the price action. And this is the active trade I'm in. Obviously, I'm negative because I entered at 229, but it's just a matter of time before we test those lows again. One more thing I wanted to point out on the daily time frame with Binance Token is, let me show you guys, is that the bull flag is kind of still intact. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a bull flag anymore. But what happened was we had this nice pop from the support of 220. This was about a like 8% move, and we're slowly descending. And typically when you see this weakening of the tops, it's like a mini descending triangle on the daily time frame, and it's just waiting to just retest these lows. Now, when we get to these lows, this is going to be the big question of, do we get out or do we stay in? The reason being is because you could have a potential double bottom here, so a higher low, and then we can pop up and then come back down. And so that is always a catalyst for you to get basically liquidated or stopped out, and that's why I highly recommend and basically putting in orders for your profit taking, and your if you're strictly trading, you know, you stick to your game plan and you don't change it just because you're in the money. And if you are in this trade, this is, oh, I think I got rid of it. But I basically outlined this on Twitter. I said, if you want to enter a trade, this is it. And I don't know if anyone took it. If you did, please comment down below that you took this trade, because I think, you know, it's nice for people to see that they're profiting off of some of the recommendations I have. So I basically said, hey, if you enter here at this 250 range and you short it, and you put your stop loss basically above the 270 level, then you're in the money right now. And so most people that took this short are in profits, and they're waiting to basically make that like 10% move, 13% move. So it's just a matter of time before, you know, we have a 10% trade for the first time on this YouTube channel. And if you did take the trade, please share in a comment or like the video and let me know. But that's basically the one that I put out for the public to try out. Lastly, the DXY. This is more of like a long-term thing that I look at, and basically look at it because I want to see where the price action is going to go for the next week or, you know, months. So if we look at it on the weekly time frame, you can see that finally we've had strong moves to the downside, and then now we're finally consolidating horizontally. What does that mean? That basically means we found our support, at least on the few weeks that we've been on the support. And on the daily time frame, you can see that the price action is attempting to get higher, and we're testing this descending resistance. The more we test this resistance, the more likely we are going to break out and head to new highs. What does that mean for commodities such as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Well, they're going to come crashing down basically. And so you have to be aware of what's happening to the dollar, because the cash is king. Unfortunately, in the short time, even though I'm a Bitcoin maxi, I do believe you have to be aware of the other types of price action, especially with the dollar, which can crush commodities. So this is just one of those things you have to keep your eye on. Now, it's just a matter of time before all these plays happen, and then you have to be ready to buy the dips, which I will be here for you. So do not worry about that. And that's basically it for today's episode. And don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, Jitsuko Toshiro. I'm very responsive to DMs or tweets. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am doing a $100 USDT giveaway for the first 100 subscribers. You just have to enter by subscribing to my YouTube channel, and that's an automatic entry to the giveaway. And so if you guys find this video helpful, please like and share with your loved ones. And don't forget, I am here every single day giving you guys price action updates. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Thank you and have a good one.